person.
Yeah. You guys usually do that where you're just like, and then you just go?
Yeah, we'll
pretty
sit here
much.
for a second and then we'll
Okay.
go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Classic Combo. I'm your host, James.
I'm your other host, Nick.
And today we have our first human guest.
Human guest.
Welcome, human guest.
It's me, the human guest.
This is our good friend, Ian. He's a nice-looking feller.
I'm here. I look nice. I don't really do anything but look nice. That's why I'm a prop. like the donuts or the soda. Just
So for our 10th episode, we're in the double digits now. We figure let's bring Ian on. He's been watching.
I have been watching.
He's watching.
caught up?
I've been leaving some comments.
Yes.
I've been leaving quotes.
Yeah, I saw your quote from episode 8, and all I replied was, "You okay?"
yeah. You okay, bro?
So let's do some catch up. Ian, what you been up to all week?
Well, catching up with my whole life. I was born in
Yes,
Albany.
please.
No, I this week I work at Burrito Joint in the place that I live.
Local burrito joint.
Yeah,
Burrito joint.
local franchise burrito joint.
Okay.
It sucks ass. I worked my way all the way up to the top just to learn that the more responsibility you have, the worse it is.
Yep,
It really
that's
does
how that
suck.
works.
Other than that, just been working at school I go to and sleeping when I find time. That's about it.
Perfect.
Excelente.
Nick, what'd you got for us this week? What'd you do?
James, I'm glad you asked. This week and weeks in the future, we may not even have to have sponsors anymore thanks to what I did this last week.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It's a fun, interesting story. I woke on Monday or Tuesday, can't remember, with a text message from my sister, my good sister Megan, who isn't watching this.
Shout out Megan.
Shout out Megan.
Shout out to Megan.
And she sent me an application to something called the Pepper Pack. I was unaware of what the Pepper Pack was, so I was like, Megan, what is this? And she said, it's an application for the Pepper Pack. I thought that was obvious.
Thank you, Megan.
To which it was very obvious. Thank you, Megan. I fill out the whole application, strongly agreeing with all of their tenets, which are, why do you love Dr. Pepper? Because there's only one soda that can quench my thirst. Coke, who needs it? Pepsi, forget about it. All I need in my life is the good doctor.
What are other RC Cola? Is that
RC
one?
Cola.
That's Caleb's favorite.
That's okay.
Caleb, pick a new favorite because the new
that
soda,
sucks.
the new
That's what
pop
I
in
tell him.
town,
That's what I tell him every time.
the new pop in town, ladies and gentlemen, is Dr. Pepper. The doctor's in town.
So you filled this application out,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it was to be an ambassador for a brand ambassador,
A brand ambassador for Dr. Pepper, yes. Did not know this when I filled out the application, but
and to be clear,
yes.
you have not heard whether or not.
Yes, I don't know if I'm going to be a brand ambassador for Dr. Pepper or not.
Is that why we're just drinking soda?
Yeah,
Is
just,
that- it's just soda right now.
We're drinking Maroon brand soda, but maybe
Don't-
someday,
Don't turn it around.
maybe someday we'll turn this bottle around, if you know what I'm saying. Hard wink to the listeners.
It was also your birthday.
It was also my birthday.
Yesterday?
My birthday was
Happy birthday
yesterday. I'm halfway to 50, and I want to die about as much as I did the day before that. So
Yeah, you little bean. You're a quarter of a century old. How does it make you feel knowing that is also how you could say 25?
A quarter of a century.
yeah, I was talking to James and Levi yesterday, and I described it as that morning I woke up and I opened my eyes, and when my eyes opened, I heard the cartoon car crash sound effect.
Okay.
And that's my life. So I'm 25. I'm living, thriving, and surviving, and I'm having a nice time with my maroon soda. And maybe someday soon that maroon soda will turn itself around
evolve.
and pull out a doctorate someplace.
Maroon will finish his doctorate.
Absolutely, maroon soda will finish his
Maroon-
Dr. Maroon Pepperson. Pepperton.
Dr. Maroon Pepperton. We'll see what it's got planned for its life.
Middle of his class.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's not.
A doctor nonetheless.
True.
You think he's like a... I feel like Dr. Pepper would be like a podiatrist, like something that's like you could say that you're a doctor, but
But you're
I'm just the foot guy. I don't know. Like if it was like Dr. Pepsi, he would be like the he would be the heart doctor. Or like Mountain Dew would be House, I guess, because I feel like Mountain Dew would be like a doctor that's on drugs or something.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I
the
don't
doctor
know.
that lives on the edge of
Yeah.
the laws of medicine.
With the cane, with the fucking Vicodin.
You don't know how to treat this patient. You don't know what they want.
It's lupus.
He used to be on meth.
Mountain Dew used to be on meth.
And now he's on refreshing lemon lime soda.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Well, because Mountain Dew makes your teeth look like you do meth.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you go to the dentist and they've got the book on the front counter. It's like, which one is this?
yeah, it's
And
like a little.
Is this Mountain Dew or meth? I don't know. And
Some mug shot.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, man.
Hair's falling out. Looks like on the bad side of 85. She just turned 41.
Looks like fucking sloth.
She actually just drank 1 can of Mountain Dew, and that's it. That's all it takes.
Yeah,
You drink Mountain Dew, it'll end your life forever.
yeah.
That's not true.
So Dr. Pepper would be a podiatrist, I think.
Dr. Pepper would be, yeah.
Like a foot doctor.
I agree.
Yeah, so
You go to Dr. Pepper with corns on your feet, or like.
bro,
But,
okay.
but Dr. Pepper is also like the nicest doctor you know.
Yeah, he's a really
absolutely.
nice guy.
So speaking of foot stuff,
Okay.
not my feet.
All right.
Thank God. Someone shared something on Facebook, and it was from Dr. Pimple Popper,
Oh,
but
okay.
it wasn't pimples.
Okay.
It was some sort of horrible like foot issue, and so what had happened is that their toenails were like outgrown and like curling and twisting.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and their feet,
God.
like the skin on their feet was dry and dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really gross. And so
Wow.
I guess that's what happens when you get elderly and your kids don't take care of you.
Yeah.
Is you sit in bed and your feet get fucked.
Wow, I hate that.
Yeah. Yeah, so
You know, I was actually just watching there's like a channel on YouTube called The Toe Bro. He's a podiatrist.
Yeah.
It's funny enough that we're talking about this. I just was watching that until like 4 a.m. last night. I finished one of my finals and I was just laying in bed and then just eyes open up. I'm like, I gotta watch foot stuff.
Man, speaking of weird YouTube videos that we were watching, man, I looked at my suggested videos and for some reason a lockpicking YouTube channel showed up.
yeah. Was it the lockpick doctor or whatever?
Yeah, or something.
Yeah.
And it was just like, these are all Master Lock brand locks. I can open all of them in almost exactly the same way. It takes me 1 second to unlock this padlock.
And then he does it.
And then he does it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah, so
I watched like 7 of those videos in a row.
Yeah, so he's got like 400 videos, if it's the same guy I'm thinking of.
Probably.
And yeah, they're all like that. They're all really super to the point. And it's just like, this is this lock, this is this brand, and this is the type of lock, this is the type of key it uses.
Yeah.
And this is the technique I'm going to use. And then he fucking does it.
And then he does it and it pops open.
And it's like, holy fuck, dude.
Is it like does he ever show his face and it's like some of those like sketch YouTube videos where it's just a guy like kind of hunched over in a library and like trying to use free Wi-Fi? He's like, okay guys, I'm gonna tell you how to
His mic is
that's what
just,
I
like,
imagine,
really
and then it
loud
just kind of like side swipes to like a PowerPoint of. Like, that's what I imagine. Okay, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna unlock this little lock.
This is the Master Lock brand 720. I'm going to pick it right here. I'm going to show you how easy it is.
I showed you that video, right? We're allowed to get like vulgar and gross on the
Sure.
classic combo, right?
Yeah, man, absolutely.
I showed you the video of the 4 Strokes gang guy, right? That's exactly what I was imagining.
Oh, yeah.
It's like this guy that's he's like he wants to tell his audience that meth is a good thing to do to like solve limp dick. And he's like he's talking about he's just like, I'll do meth and I'll stroke my dick for you on YouTube if you want it, but if you don't, that's okay too. And he's like hunched over and there's like a fan and there's people talking. He's like obviously in like a Starbucks or like a library or something.
That's horrifying.
He like keeps looking up and just like looking around. He's like, okay, I'm gonna stroke my dick now in the middle of public if you want to. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, no, it's not like that at all.
I'm
it's just like his hands. It's like a camera on his hands on a table.
As you can tell, I'm on the strange side of YouTube. I am always watching weird stuff.
Okay, so for the listeners and the watchers, Ian here is one of those dudes who sends
like where this is
who
going.
sends you some videos that you didn't want to watch, and then you watched it, and then you were sad.
Yeah.
Pretty much almost every video that has been one of those videos where I'm like, wow, I really didn't want to see that.
I'm always looking. I'm not intentionally looking for those things, but when I find them, I need to. It's like when a little kid doesn't understand sex, but like he sees a boob or something, and he's like, and he like has to show people. Like he brings his friends over to look at the boob because he doesn't understand. That's me. Like I just get like frustrated when I see these strange things on the internet.
It's kind of like, well, I'm not gonna suffer alone.
Right.
It's like, well, I watched this, and now I have to make everyone else I know suffer.
Yeah,
because it's not fair.
The world isn't fair, and I'm gonna make sure that no one else thinks it's fair either.
Yeah,
right.
It's good.
Oh God, what was it? Mustard cat. It was something that I sent to everybody.
I used Mustard Cat recently to destroy a chat, by the way. So there's this picture, and I'm not going to describe in extreme detail what it looks like if you haven't seen it before.
My chicken's done.
James's chicken is done.
I got a chicken rotisserie machine, and my chicken's done.
It's fresh as hell. But there's this picture. We call it Mustard Cat. There's a cat. There's some mustard. It's a very funny picture. We, in the past, referred to it as the nuclear option. When we wanted to eliminate a chat from existence, we would send Mustard Cat and then leave the chat on Facebook Messenger. And so recently, I saw that a bunch of people were leaving a chat that I was in, and a new chat was created, and I was like, this is it. The time is now. And so I dropped Mustard Cat, and I left the chat. And then I found out that the chat didn't die. Everyone was just like, why did you do
that?
And I'm like, I don't have to live with it now. I don't care.
I'm not in that chat.
It really is like you're about to drop that. It's like you guys ever play Modern Warfare 2 when you get like the 25 kill streak? Because that sound effect was like, it's like nuke inbound.
Tactical nuke incoming.
Except instead of like nuclear destruction, people just look at their phone and go, "Oh, fuck, Nick,
Oh
what
man,
the fuck?
Mustard Cat is a tactical nuke that makes people not say, "Oh no," and it makes them go, "Ah, you dick."
It should be one of those things that even if you you know where the Facebook has like the little eye that's like, "Oh, this is gross. You don't want to see this." And you have to press like uncover image.
Yeah.
They should have that in chat just for that picture. Just look up Mustard Cat. Please don't look it up.
Yeah. Look it up, but know that you'll be sad.
I was talking to Devin, and I found out that he's playing a major long game using Mustard Cat. He did something that I tried to start to do but gave up on. He's taking screenshots of parts of it zoomed in, and then he's going to send it to chats as a jigsaw puzzle.
And when you put it all together, it's like
sad.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's just sadness. You just put it down
like
and then just walk out the door.
It's like when you put a puzzle together and then you find out at the very end you're missing a piece, except the piece you're missing you had before and it was taken away by Mustard Cat.
Yeah.
You lose a part of yourself when you see Mustard Cat, and I've lost many parts of myself. Oh, man.
Classic Mustard Cat.
It really is good though.
good.
Those are the kinds of things that really make you feel human. Like
Again,
you really
by Maroon Soda.
Yeah, Maroon Soda.
You're right. It doesn't make you feel human because you're like, wow, at least I'm not that.
All right.
Shit.
God, Mustard Cat, podiatry, gross YouTube. Where are we?
Going?
Where are we going?
I don't know.
Dude, I think we're heading into the next segment of the podcast.
I haven't caught up yet.
Ooh,
Caught
yeah.
up yet, James?
Okay.
That was the next segment. You cut me off, sir.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't going to say the questions are next. I was going to say James's catch-up. James, what did you do this last week?
So I had a pretty exciting weekend, actually.
Okay.
So
Lay it on us, home skillet.
So Emerald City Comic Con was going on this last weekend.
Yes.
And several months ago, I saw that Critical Role is going to be there, and I really, really enjoyed Critical Role. I love the whole cast, and I'm like, God, it'd be really cool to be able to go. And I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to meet them, but at least I'd be able to go to a panel or something, see them in real life. You know?
Sure.
Tickets were sold out pretty much immediately. So I was like, fuck. Well, that's that. Wednesday night, I get an email saying, "Hey, we got some tickets left," and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Are you ready, little boy?
So
Your dreams are all coming true.
I bought 2 tickets, and was like, "Okay, I guess I'm gonna take my dad for his birthday, so I don't have to go alone." I went to work the next day, Thursday, and then that night left for Seattle for the whole weekend.
Jeez.
And so yeah, I was at Emerald City Comic Con, which was a lot of fun. Went to some panels, had some good story ideas get implemented into my brain.
The juices are flowing.
Yeah. So there was an author there named Terry Brooks, and he does the Shannara series.
Oh yeah.
So I got to do like sit in on a panel with him, and like I had this like idea that I've kind of been like kicking around in my head, just like a concept, which was essentially orc Vikings.
Yeah.
Which would be fucking totally rad. And as I was sitting there, it like suddenly like the entire story was just like, I was like, whoa.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that was really cool. And then I went to some like nerdy business stuff.
That's cool.
It was a good time. And I got to see Critical Role in real life. I got
sick.
up. So Saturday they had a panel at 11. I got up at 6. Me and my dad were in line by 7:30. And luckily we were pretty close. We were like the 3rd row back from the stage, so I was maybe like 30 feet away from them. But yeah, if we maybe would have been even an hour later, I think we wouldn't have been able to make it in.
Oh my god.
At all. And it was like a 2,000 seater.
Jesus.
Yeah, totally full.
Wow.
Yeah, people
That's really
didn't.
cool though.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I was really tired. And it was really like last minute. And I would like to not take a trip last minute again like that. It's like, okay, honey, I'm leaving tomorrow.
Bye-bye. I'm going to go to the superhero land.
We're gonna see
There was
lots
a lot of
nice things.
there was a lot of cosplay. The best cosplay I saw, I don't know what it was, but someone had dyed their dog blue.
That poor dog.
They dyed their dog blue, put glasses on it, and like a little tie that was like flying away.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to think of like a blue dog that flies. Underdog's not blue, right?
No. Underdog is like brown.
Yeah.
And
Have no fear, Underdog is here.
So the only blue dog I can think of is Blue from Blue's Clues.
what's the yeah, but he doesn't have glasses.
No,
though.
yeah, or a tie.
Is the dog that's the one with the like the little boy with glasses that was like an old Bullwinkle cartoon? It was like on that where it was like a little boy and a dog. I can't remember if he was blue or not.
I don't remember.
And then that's very sad for the dog though.
No.
You know that they were like dyeing it in the bathtub or whatever, and they were like, "Don't worry, Sprinkles. This is
Come out.
You're gonna make their day."
Yeah, dude. So me and my dad were like sitting outside, and suddenly this lady with this blue dog walks by, and you gotta like, that fucking dog was blue.
Wait a second. That's not a dog color.
Yeah, I mean like bright blue. I'll show you guys a picture once we're done.
Good.
Because I took a lot. I was like, no one's gonna believe me.
I need evidence. Evidence. That's incredible.
But yeah, there was a lot of cosplay, which was pretty cool.
That's good.
And it was interesting because I went to PAX earlier this year.
Yeah.
And there was like, I feel like at PAX there was like a lot more to do, and that's because essentially everyone's just like, hey, try our new game, try this game, try this game, try this game, right? And while it's a lot of lines to play 15 seconds of a game or whatever, it felt like there was more to do. At Comic-Con, I mean, there was the whole cosplay thing, which I think is, if I was into that, like if I wanted to do cosplay myself, that's probably the reason why people go.
James cosplayed as the blue dog. That's why he keeps.
James was the blue dog. James was the blue dog. He made it up. He's got
That's why he had the
pictures of
glasses.
the blue dog.
I was into cosplay.
I think I'd be a blue dog.
I'd be the blue dog with glasses and the tie. I think that would work out really well for me.
But there was just like a lot of like vendors there.
Oh, sure.
Which is super cool. But yeah.
If you're into buying things.
Which I am. But, money. Yeah, I've got plenty of nerdy stuff. Fuck. I had something. I had something. Hold on, I had something.
Oh my god.
My brain.
Where was PAX this year?
It was at so PAX, just regular PAX is always in Seattle.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so they were both at the same place, the Washington Convention Center. The most uncomfortable experience I had there was this guy. I was walking by his booth, and I was literally across the aisle. So he was on the other side of the aisle here, and I was over here. I happened to look at him, and he went, "How's it going?" And he stuck his hand out like he wanted a fucking handshake. And so, what do you do? What
You
the
gotta
fuck
go
do you
shake
do?
his hand, homie.
Yeah, so I had to walk across the aisle, go shake his hand, and look at his fucking comic book that he was selling.
Jesus Christ.
You
Dude,
wanna
you
wanna
pretended
see?
you were blind. You like look at him, and then he sticks his hand out, and you're like, "Is someone there?" Just
Yes, it's good to
straight
meet
up,
you too.
Straight up.
Must have been the wind.
I don't know why being blind is making everybody more broad. Like, What? I did not see who you were. I am blind.
Well, it's like like the Skyrim guard. They come up and you stab them, and they're like, "Ugh, must have been the wind."
Oh man.
Yeah,
Dude, that guy tried to steal your fucking sweet roll.
fat motherfucker.
That son of a bitch tried stealing your sweet roll
Yeah. So.
by making you read his comic book.
Oh, I also did Airbnb for the first time.
Oh, how was that?
It was kind of cool. Okay, it was cool. It was a lot cheaper than hotels in Seattle.
Sure.
It was a really nice house, fully stocked house.
Yeah.
The problem was that it was very strange feeling like you were just walking into someone's house and then living there for a couple days.
You're like some kind of foster child. They're trying to sell you on their house. They're just, we got a pool. You're gonna fit right in. You're gonna fit right in.
Yeah,
here.
it's like you'd like walk in.
We do breakfast at 8.
Luckily, the house was just like by itself. But some Airbnbs it is just a room.
Right.
So you like, "Hi, I'm here to stay in your room for a couple days."
I'm sorry to wake you up, but I had a real bad dream. Can I sleep with you tonight?
Kid.
I had a horrible nightmare, and can I just sleep at the foot of your bed, please?
I had a nightmare about maroon.
About the color
There was maroon soda pop, and it was the
I don't know why we're devolving into like.
we are maroon soda pop,
maroon soda pop.
and he was being held by Maroon 5. And
They're not good.
Holding the maroon soda pop captive.
Maroon 5 is holding Maroon Soda captive.
They're just like listen
Let
to
him
our
go, Adam Levine.
listen to our 5th album this year. Listen to it. We'll give you the maroon soda if you actually like us, please.
Listen. All they had to do was sing 30 seconds of Sweet Victory.
Just
That's it. Everyone would have been like 10 points.
10 points to Maroon 5.
My thing is I watched the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I just knowing the NFL and what it is, I think that they took a look at that petition to make we want that to be in the Super Bowl. Get us SpongeBob. They probably just went, "What the fuck is SpongeBob?" And they were like, and they looked at it on YouTube and they were probably like, "Okay,
Is SpongeBob
okay, yeah,
football?
what
What is that?
do the horns. The horns sound nice, and then Maroon 5. Can we get Beyonce?
Travis Scott?
No Beyonce. Okay,
Sicko
just
mode.
Adam Levine.
Sicko mode then.
Sicko mode.
Sicko mode? Sicko mode. Sicko mode? Sicko mode.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool that they did the beginning, but they just had to do about 29 more seconds, and everyone probably would have been happy.
Yeah.
I just remember my dad doesn't really watch cartoons, but he's a really big football guy, and the horns started playing, and he was like, "Oh well, what is that? What artist is going to come out? I thought it was Maroon 5." And I was like, "Oh, they're doing the SpongeBob thing." He's like, What? He's like, "Why?" Well, he knows what SpongeBob is, but he was like,
"Why?"
Well, like, why? And I was just like, people wanted it, and then he was like, "They're not gonna do it all the way. They're gonna tease it, and then he was like, and whatever else, and he was like, I was like, I mean, I know that." But
Jeez, That was pretty good. That was pretty
Your
fucking
dad's a funny guy.
He's a pretty funny guy.
He's a funny guy. He used to be my rugby coach.
He's really interesting. So he just retired from the military, and he's one of those people that's kind of like I don't have cancer if I don't go to the doctor kind of people. So like his hip is like really messed up, and he like limps everywhere now. And I'm like, you should get that checked out. He's like, nah, I'll just run it off. It's like, no, you won't.
Dad, you're getting old.
It's like the Louis C.K. bit where he's just like, oh, the ankle, you're just gonna have to do like stretches, and that's it. It's like, oh, for how long? No, that's just your life now. That's you're just shit now. You just have to work the hip now.
Look, all you need to do, stretch your ankle, jerk off in front of some people who don't want to see that.
Nick, that's all you need to do.
That's all I have to do?
You just have to jerk off in front of people that don't want to see it. I don't know what to do.
And stretch your ankle. Don't forget about that.
Don't do
part.
that. It's 2019. I don't think that goes down very well.
No.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah, he's jerking off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm jerking off right now.
It's impressive. He was doing it without his hands.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, well, there we go.
scary.
Pretty
Actually.
good. It's a good bit.
Let's get into the questions.
Let's get into the questions.
Who wants to start?
I'll give it a crack. It's my week to start.
Okay.
All right. So I have one question that will go by fairly fast. It's a bit of a lightning round, and it's specifically for Ian.
Okay.
Oh, no. So, Ian, you're our first guest, and I know you are also an avid fan of the show.
I do watch it.
You do watch it.
You do have to put your mic to your face.
I do watch it.
I do watch. He does watch it, and so I just want to do a quick lightning round, catch you up on the extended universe of Classic Combo.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna lightning round some of the questions that James and I have asked each other for the last 9 episodes.
All right.
So we're gonna do a quick lightning round. The first one: what was the worst part of 2018?
Worst part of 2018.
Just like quick, snap it off as quick as you can.
Oh shit. I pooped my pants a little bit.
Okay, that sucks.
Okay, that does suck.
The next question: have you ever been surfing?
Yes.
Have you chafed your your nipples?
Yes, I have.
Was it the worst thing ever?
Yes, it really is, because there's no your shirt's always touching your nips, so when you're chafing, it's like feels like they're sizzling down there.
What world would you like to see in Kingdom Hearts 3 that isn't in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Man, I didn't even play that game.
It's like a Disney property.
Oh no. I guess the Atlantis movie that one.
Oh yeah, that's
That's a
great.
good
That's
one.
that
great.
one.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
fun.
that-
yeah.
Let's see. Next one. I should have written them down, but I didn't because I'm stupid. Have you ever witnessed the paranormal?
Witness the paranormal. One time a dog bark woke me up in the middle of my room, but my house was also built in like the 30s, so I just feel like that shit just kind of happens. You know you know when people are just like, that doesn't happen, that's not real. It's one of those things that's just like, you don't know. Like you just don't know.
You're not sure
You're
about
not
that.
sure. You're
Yeah.
just not sure. Porn?
Porn. Yeah.
Good.
Porn's good.
What job would you like?
What job would I like? Teaching, probably. History teacher.
Nice. Excellent. I'm trying to remember. Would you rather drive a stranger completely silently down a street until you reach a dead end and not make eye contact or say a word to them? Would you rather do that, or would you rather go to a stranger's home and hold hands with them and make eye contact with them for 2 hours unbroken?
Oh, easy. Driving them down the street.
Okay, good. That's a good one.
You guys, did either of you have the other one?
Oh, no. I just picked 2 things off of our wheel of choices from episode 6.
Oh, okay.
Another episode 6-1. What video game?
What video game?
What video game?
Papers, Please is a video game I've been playing recently.
Excellent.
I hate fighting video games. I don't really like them.
Hey,
Amazing.
I also really do not like fighting games.
I get fighting games, but I don't like them. I like that they're like a celebration of characters, and that like it's just like there's no real story. That like you'd be lying if you said the Tekken had a very complicated
Story.
narrative. It's just you like the characters.
Yeah.
My favorite video game was probably Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the PlayStation 2.
Good choice.
That was a good one.
Which Transformers did Michael Bay do the dirtiest to?
Wasn't that one lady Transformer that was like in the cartoon, but he like hinted at it in the beginning of the second movie? I think. I don't know.
The correct answer is Grimlock.
Okay, all right.
Okay, the next one.
Is he thinking of Sideswipe? No, Sideswipe.
I don't know. I'm not a baby. I don't.
Whoa! Next question from episode 7. That just reminded me of the next question. Episode 7. Which anime, Ian?
Which anime? Oh man, I don't like anime. Here's the thing. I recently watched it's that Netflix original one, Knights of Sidonia.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
That one was okay. I don't really like the 3D thing that they do. I think it should either be 3D or 2D, but not like a mix
both.
of the two. Like
Absolutely.
if it's 3D, then sure, whatever.
Sure.
It just needs to be consistent animation.
Yeah, it's that 3D is actually my least favorite anime thing in the world. I hate it so much.
Really?
Yeah, I really hate when they try and do the 3D anime thing, especially in a 2D anime. I can understand if it's all 3D and it's like,
Right,
okay, I just don't like this. That's fine. But then a 2D anime, and you're like, oh yeah, this is great. This is traditional. And then suddenly like 3 characters out of nowhere are just CG, and you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh man, I'm trying to remember other ones that do that switch around from 2D to 3D.
The new Berserk stuff on
Okay.
Netflix does it.
Oh god, did you guys see the Ninja Batman movie that was like?
Oh yeah.
Is this
That-
the one where he goes? He
like time travels. Like
Yeah.
Gorilla Grodd just kind of goes, "I made time travel," and just like throws him back to feudal Japan where Joker's already there.
Yeah.
and it's like it's this movie that I think that they wanted to make a TV show, but they tried to do like a light little movie to see if it could jump into a TV show, but it just didn't because no one liked it.
I didn't see it, but I had a coworker
It's not good.
who was like, I thought he was telling me about a fever dream he had. Like, I'm serious. Like,
Okay.
I actually so he said something along those lines. I think what he said was, it was like I was having a fever dream while I was watching this. But in my brain, I thought, oh, he's going to tell me about this weird
fever dream.
This weird Ninja Batman dream. And then it was really in depth. And I was like, I was really confused.
How long were you asleep for?
God damn.
Does that answer anime?
That is which anime?
Okay.
Was the question, yeah. The next one is canned meat, yes or no?
Canned meat. I would say yes because I do like teriyaki Spam.
Okay.
That shit is good. I don't think they sell it anymore because I think that Spam. I think that Spam causes cancer, but like I don't. I don't know. It probably does, but.
Okay.
But like teriyaki, I don't see it anymore.
Jeez.
They do have veggie Spam, which I think is like, what's the point?
That's
yeah.
like it's just tofu.
Yeah, essentially.
Like legit, that's just tofu.
With like meat seasoning in it. They just have the one guy that
my God.
salt that seasons it in the store or in the factory.
Oh man.
Right after they inject it with the cancer serum, they it's like a little syringe.
Oh man, there was one last one. James, what was your question from episode 9?
It was have you ever had an idea for a TV show or a movie?
Well, there was a TV show that Steven and I came up with, just kind of riffing off of each other. Shout outs to Steven, average pal Steven. Where it was just this guy who wasn't really a protagonist. It was kind of following his life, and a lot of bad things happened to him, and nothing good happened to him. It just kept getting bad and shittier, and then like the climax of it was almost like an inverse. Like the heightened point of drama would be that he like got a lottery ticket that won, and he was on his way to do it, and then a car crash happened in front of him, and in the chaos, somebody just kind of like grabbed his ticket and ran away. And then the end of the season of the first season or whatever it would be is this like it'd be like months later, and the guy's just sitting at his TV just with his fat gut hanging out, just eating like a TV dinner, and he's watching the guy on TV like he's hosting some show that he bought with the lottery money, and then that's it. That just ends with that. No, it didn't really go very much farther than that. But we just kept on imagining scenarios where like crappy things happen. Like he had a buddy that would borrow money and never pay him back. like he never checked the candy machine, but the guy was always borrowing like $5 for like a candy bar every day at like the job that they worked at, but it was like $1.75. Like he was just stealing money. Just little horrible ideas. That's
okay,
it.
My final lightning round question is, of course, second milk, yes or no?
Second milk. No elaboration on that.
Nope.
Huh? Okay, second milk.
Yes or no?
Probably no.
Okay.
I wouldn't say
enough.
that. I wouldn't say that first milk is a yes either. I think that would be a no too.
Wow.
Oh,
no to
shit.
first milk and second milk.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
hey, Milk Kid, if you're ever watching this and you realize that we're talking about you, sorry, man. You
Milk-
shouldn't
Milk
have
Kid?
gotten milk in the first place.
Milk Kid.
You'll see it when episode 9 comes out today.
Yeah.
We'll
just posted it.
I mean, fuck Milk Kid. I guess. I don't know.
Poor Milk Kid.
Oh, you'll understand.
Dude, hit up the app Pocket Milk. You'll get your real shit.
It's a good shit.
I did have a second question, and it is a question for both of y'all.
Okay.
All right.
You both are in beautiful, loving relationships.
Yes.
Jam is married. Nikki is lovely.
Yes.
Ian is in long-term relationship with girlfriend Hannah. Hannah is also lovely.
Yeah.
I'm a sad, lonely bum, and I
Okay.
need help finding love.
You need help
Okay.
finding love?
James, Ian, I want you guys to give me some hot fucking dating advice. I want you guys to lay on me your tips for finding love in this cold, cruel world. Because I'm a sad boy and I can't last much longer, and my dad wants grandkids.
I mean, you are 25. You know, it's getting there. You gotta pop them out right now.
That's right.
Not you.
No,
you.
not me.
You don't
not
have
me,
to
of
pop them
course.
out.
I don't pop the babies out.
You just have to be supportive
Right.
of the popping.
Okay.
When
so
there's babies that pop out, you gotta be there for them.
I'm gonna set my mic down and enjoy a sip of the
Cold-
maroon
the-
beverage.
The warm.
The warm maroon beverage. While you guys lay on me your wisdom of love.
Okay. You should go first.
Okay. So first, what you got to do is you got to put on.
Let me tell you what you gotta do.
You got to put on your best looking outfit. Okay. Cargo shorts, pocket tee.
There you go.
Classic hat. Flip flops on your hands
Flip flops on my hands.
and
Flip flops on my hands, you say?
flip flops on your hands and rubber gloves on your feet. Okay, are you following? Then you got to do your makeup. Okay, with the flip flops on your hands.
I'm tracking. Flip flops on the hands, rubber gloves on my feet. Then I
Yeah.
got to do my makeup.
Then you do your makeup. Okay.
Where would the flip flop? Would they be here or would they be here for flip flops
I
on your
imagine
hands?
like
I think-
like oven mitts, like you'd slide them on, and then it would go like between these two fingers.
Yeah, I think it would be here.
You think it'd be there?
Between the index finger and the
Yeah,
middle
because
finger?
if you put it here, they would be askew.
Yeah.
They would kind of be going like this way.
Yeah.
It would be easier to do makeup like that though if they were right there. 'Cause then you'd have.
Your fingies.
It would.
Who's saying do it easy though, man? Come on.
Okay.
No, this
We gotta-
is
hard
this is how-
mode.
this is how Nick
Relationships
finds
are
love.
hard.
this is
This is how
sicko
Nick
mode.
finds love. James is
is-
going to take me on the path of righteousness.
This is Nick
And
Leonard's
it all starts
love
with
game.
flip flops and doing my
Sicko mode.
makeup with the flip flops on my hands
Okay.
Don't forget the pocket tee.
and the pocket tee.
You have a pocket tee and
I'm
your
wearing
cargo
one
shorts.
now.
Yeah, it's
I'm
great.
not wearing cargo shorts.
You're halfway there.
I'm halfway, and I'm wearing my hat halfway home.
Okay.
James, take me home, baby.
Okay, so then once your makeup is all done,
Yes.
once you have a beautiful cat eye,
Yeah.
you get the wing going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the blush.
Yeah.
You do the.
I already have a pretty naturally red face. Can I do I have to do blush?
If you put foundation on, you're gonna want some blush.
Oh, okay, fair
Okay,
enough. That's just science. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't have known that.
that's a scientific fact.
Absolutely.
If you put on foundation,
yeah.
you gotta have some blush.
You are. I don't.
He knows
I
what
don't
he's
know why
talking
I would
about.
ever think that you would steer me wrong. You're the one that's married, and I'm not.
Then you do. You got your. So once your eyeliner is done,
Uh-huh.
then you do some. You got to do your brows.
Yes.
You got light brows. You
I
got to
do
darken
have light-
them.
I do have light brows.
You're gonna have to
Gotta
darken
thicken
them.
those bitches up.
Black.
Okay.
Only black on the part that's not like on the part that's not already present looking.
Yeah, got it.
On the extra light part.
Yeah.
You make it black. The
Gotcha.
other part, red.
Leave it alone.
Bright red.
One of them is bright red. The other one you leave alone.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, I understand.
Now you're tired.
I'm
You spent
already
all day
tired.
doing your
Yeah.
makeup.
Yes, correct.
Take it off.
Take all the makeup
Then you
off.
take it off.
Yes.
Enjoy the fresh, warm taste of a beverage
Yes.
that's in a red tube.
In a red tube.
Red tube soda.
Red tube soda.
Red tube soda. All right.
The crisp, refreshing
Wow.
taste of red tube soda that may or may not soon receive its doctorate.
That's neither crisp nor refreshing.
To you.
Then,
You were the married
once
one,
you
though, so
take
you're
the
right.
makeup off,
Yeah, take the makeup off.
half off,
Yes, half off. Which
because
half
your date
stays?
is right now.
Oh, fuck.
Diagonal.
Take it diagonal.
Diagonal.
Diagonal
Gotcha.
off.
Okay.
Your date is right now.
Fuck.
How'd you get this date? Tinder. You gotta get a
okay.
Tinder.
I gotta get a Tinder.
Okay, go to and
Gotta
then
go
so
set
not
some
only do you have
fires.
Tinder, you also do nerdy Christian moms.
Nerdy Christian moms, conservative farmers, the Washington Post. What's the other one? Grinder.
Look,
Beelzebub's Beauty Bar.
look, man, you got to get it where you can. Okay,
Poop Scoop.
poop, scoop, and boogie.
Poop Scoop and Boogie.
You had me at nerdy Christian farmer.
The Washington Post.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay, got it. I'm on it so far.
and then you just be yourself at that point.
And then I just be myself at that point with my, and correct me if I'm wrong, if I get anything wrong. So I have my face full of makeup with the eyebrows. Part of it is black. The other part is bright red, only on one side.
Yes.
I have taken off diagonally part of the makeup.
Yes.
I am wearing my hat,
Correct.
a pocket tee,
Yes.
and cargo shorts.
Yes.
I have rubber gloves on my feet
Yes.
and flip-flops on my hands.
Yes.
Right.
And then I am completely myself on the date on any of the dating services, Tinder, nerdychristianfarmers.com, farmers only,
Washington Post.
Yeah, the Washington Post.
Grinder.
Grinder.
Yeah.
And poop, scoop, and boogie.
And
Beelzebub's Beauty Bar.
Yes.
Beelzebub's Beauty Bar, of
Yep.
course. Okay, so these are the services. This is where I find the women, and then I'm
or men.
or
men.
men. You're right. Or other.
It's 2019.
It's 2019. Any gender or
Any-
any not gender.
Anybody that's on sicko mode is all I'm
Anybody
saying.
that's on sicko mode. So I've gotten ready for the date. I've found my partner through one of the many dating services.
Yes.
How does the date go?
Well, it goes terribly. You look like you look.
You look like
I don't know what to tell you.
you look, bro. You look like you drank a Mountain Dew.
We came back.
right.
back to Mountain Dew.
We're all the way back around.
Okay. James, I love and appreciate your advice. Thank,
Thank you. Yes.
Ian, what do you got for me, Sonny Jim? Sonny Ian?
Believe it or not, I was
Sonny Jim.
going to say the exact same things that he just said just now. The only thing that I added was the dating services.
Okay.
But I would say, just get Tinder, man.
Yeah?
Just get it. Just get Tinder. Who cares?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Who's going to stop me?
You know how many
Me?
people? You know how many
Exactly.
people you meet? You can meet boys.
Yeah.
You can meet girls.
Yeah.
You can meet boys.
Yeah?
You can meet men.
Yeah?
You can meet girls.
Yeah?
Just meet them.
You can meet others.
Meet others.
You can meet others. Dragonkin, Nick. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
Could you
I
believe
believe
it?
All the fucking...
They're too big to live in their houses. They can't move. They're dragonkin.
They're hoarding gold.
You want to get in on that action. They don't
Right,
care if
I
you have
do.
diagonal makeup. Dragons look fucking weird. It's fine.
Guys, I can't thank you enough for all of this amazing dating advice.
Anytime.
I'm gonna be popping out those grandkids for my dad in no time.
I know.
can't
9
really,
months from now,
9 months from exactly this moment,
you're gonna pop a baby up.
I'm gonna pop a baby out of somebody.
I will say one thing that's not going to work out of all of the advice that we gave you.
Yeah.
The Washington Post is, in fact, not a dating service.
What?
I'm going to say that right
That
now.
was the one I was banking on.
It's an Oscar bait movie from 2017.
Damn.
That's all I'm going to say.
No, I thought the Washington Post was also a newspaper.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah. So I thought you just meant put an ad in the newspaper.
Yeah. You could.
Right.
The personal. I don't think that the Post has a personals. The Washington Post? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I know that. I think that
I
the
don't read the Washington Post.
the New York Times. The
I don't even
there's
know
your
how to
orc
get a
Viking.
girlfriend.
There's the name Unork.
I don't even know how to get a girlfriend. I don't know what newspapers do.
Tinder.
See, they're related, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I thought.
that's great.
That's
That's right, buddy.
Dude, you can order the
Thanks.
New York Times. Like, you can get that mailed to your door via online purchase. You don't even have to live in New York. Are you kidding me, Nick?
Oh my god, what the fuck? You don't have to live in New York to get the New York Times?
Just get it.
Just get the New York
Just
Times.
get a girl. Get the New York Times. Get a dragonkin.
How
You
do
got
I-
gold.
You're set, brother.
How do I get a girlfriend if I don't get the New York Times first?
Well, you have to get the New York Times first, Nick. You got to
Shit.
get the subscription.
Yeah.
And have them deliver it to your fucking door.
I think it's like fucking like $30 or something for a subscription to it.
Like a month?
Yeah, a month.
What
Can't
the
you just
fuck?
read it for free?
Yeah, you can.
online?
You can just read the New York Times for free. They should just shut
Wow.
it down and change it into a dating app. That's what they should do.
Shut the whole thing down.
Shut it all down.
Screw the news.
We're going sicko mode.
Get it out of here. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. We're done.
We're dating service now. New York Christian Nerd Singles.com
Yeah.
Hey,
post.
that's incredible because our sponsor tonight is Kraeble Murphys, nerdychristianfarmers.com.
If you need to find love in a nerdy Christian New York single farmer, then you just turn yourself right to Kraeble Murphys. That URL.
nerdychristianfarmers.com.
right.
Yeah, so go there. You'll be able to find nerdy Christian farmers. They
And they
enjoy.
are down to
They enjoy
do anything.
They enjoy the gospel.
the gospel.
They enjoy Captain America.
Yes.
They enjoy York Nor, whatever I just said, the Viking. They
Lord
enjoy
Viking.
Blue Dogs.
Blue Dogs.
And
Nick
they like
Leonard.
They like getting up in the morning
At 5.
at 5 and doing the farm work.
Doing God's honest work.
That's right.
And if there's a person that I want to be in a loving, lifelong relationship with, it's that person.
It's that person.
A
That
nerdy
person-
Christian mom.
The nerdy Christian mom from New York that
Who's
is
a
also
farmer.
a farmer.
She'll get all of the work done in the whole day. You'll wake up at like, what, noon or whatever, and you'll be like,
Yeah.
everything's done. I just got to do nothing. Look at that.
I
If
was
you-
going to
if
do
you use
nothing
the code,
already. Thank you.
Thanks, Babu.
If you use the code Dragonkin, you get 1 gold piece.
You get 1 gold piece.
You know what you can do with that gold piece? Me neither. It's time to find out, friend.
Well, depending on how many ounces it is, it's probably worth a lot of money.
Shit. Go to the bank. Go to the bank. Get it. An appraiser.
Go to the
What would the bank
Goldsmith.
do if you just gave them a melted piece of like dragon gold? You're just
They'd
like,
say-
oh, let's go check. I'll just go check with Andy in the back. And Andy's like this giant dragon that's like,
Where'd you get that?
this is from my treasure.
Dude, you broke up with Andy and you still had all of his gold.
I just
don't
want to talk to Nick right now.
I left a bunch of his gold in my fucking, or he left a bunch of his gold in
your
his
apartment?
in his drawer in my
Yeah,
dresser that I gave him, and he just was like, I don't want to see nigga right now.
I just have to do some soul searching like I told him over email.
Andy, if you want to do some soul searching, you should have cleaned out your drawer. Because now that gold's
Because now he's got
mine.
gold.
Now I got gold.
I like Andy. This should be a show.
Andy
Andy the Dragon.
the Dragon. And
That sounds
his
like a PBS
ex-boyfriend,
show.
Nick.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
Incredible.
Thank you, Kraeble Murphys, nerdychristianfarmers.com.
We got it. We got it.
All right.
Okay, so
The hashtag this week is Dr. Pepper, by the way. All
hashtag
one
Dr.
word.
Pepper.
Yeah. All one word.
All
not
one-
all one word.
Not hashtag doctor, hashtag pepper.
Yeah, hashtag Dr. Pepper.
No, I like
Like-
hashtag doctor, hashtag pepper.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Hashtag doctor, hashtag pepper, hashtag
Podiatry.
podiatrist.
Hashtag Andy.
Hashtag
Andy.
Andy. Hashtag Andy.
Hashtag Andy.
Andy.
Tell us about the time you broke up with your dragon boyfriend and how much gold he left you. Great. Okay,
Good.
so I got a fun game for us to play.
A fun
Okay.
game.
I do.
Yes.
It's
Oh my
actually
God.
it's actually what I'd call
Would you call it a challenge?
it's not a challenge. I
Would
would
you
call
call
it
it-
a classic game.
A classic game.
It's a game known as Fuck, Kill, Marry.
Oh my God.
Okay. You know this game. You love this game. For viewers and listeners at home who don't know or love this game,
You're wrong.
You're wrong. And what you do in this game is you pick 3 people, typically, and you choose which one you would like to marry, which one you would like to murder, and which one you would like to have sexual intercourse with.
Sexual relations. Which one you would like to participate in hot cummies with?
Hot cummies.
Hot
Correct.
cummies.
So I've got a list of people,
Oh my god.
and just real quick,
Yeah.
we'll go through them.
Hell yeah.
You'll tell me which one for which
Yes,
category,
of course.
and if you have a little explanation, you can give it.
All right.
Okay, so let's do this first one. I don't like my microphone in my left hand. I like it in my right hand, so I'm gonna move that.
Sounds good, buddy.
Okay, so fuck, kill, marry. Here's
Yes.
our first grouping. You boys ready?
Yeah. Ian very specifically is using his left hand. He's like, oh.
Hey, this is my mic hand, okay? Don't worry about it.
Okay, so for our first grouping, we've got Don Cheadle,
Okay.
Vin Diesel,
Okay.
and John Cena.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay, so please tell me which one
Okay.
you would like to coitus, murder, elope.
Let's see. I would. Let's see. I would. Oh God, this is kind of hard. Let's see. I would marry John Cena, coitus Vin Diesel, kill Don Cheadle.
Okay.
I'll probably kill John Cena. I don't know what I would do with him sexually.
Can't see him.
Yeah, I can't see him, so
That's why I married him.
just get rid of him right out of the gate. I feel like Don Cheadle is a tender lover.
Okay.
I'd probably fuck Don Cheadle and probably marry Vin Diesel. Because I don't really have to pay much attention to him. He's not that interesting, so I might as well just marry him.
Yeah.
But he's just like John Cena's too powerful. I feel like he unbalances the power in the universe. You gotta kill him.
Okay. All right. For our second grouping, we've got Kate Beckinsale,
Okay.
Nicole Kidman,
Yes.
and Ariana Grande. Sorry, Ariana Grande, which is how
Ariana
she
Grande.
pronounces her last
Yeah.
name.
Grandy.
Okay. I think I can do this one much better than the first one. Let's see. Marry Nicole Kidman, fuck Ariana Grande, and kill Kate Beckinsale.
Okay, I'm really sorry, but Matt Bowe is calling me.
Yes.
Hello, Matt Bowe. What would you like to say to the comboners?
The comboners.
That's right, Buckaroo.
Oh God. How's it going, comboners? You living it up out in there in comboner land?
That's what they call combines on the Christian nerd mom. They call them comboners.
That's right.
Boners.
Why does this always happen?
I don't know.
You called James this time, man.
I did call James this time, but the first time I texted James.
That's true. That's true. And I actually saw your text while we were recording the podcast, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to get reamed by you again.
Well, you're gonna. You picked up.
Oh God, you're right. You're right.
I'm just kidding. Okay. So officially on air. This is live.
Yeah.
We're live.
I'm calling in right now. I'm calling into the show.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, welcome. Okay. Welcome our first caller. What's your name?
All right. Hey, this is Matt Bowe, longtime listener, second time. Well, I don't know. First time me calling in.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So
The
what's
second
up,
time
Matt Bowe?
me Being called. No, this is
Second time on the phone on the podcast.
This is your second time on air.
this is my second time on air.
Okay.
All right. So but long time listener. Long
Okay.
time.
All right. Well, thanks. We really appreciate that.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, no problem. I've been around since the beginning. You know.
That is not correct.
2 months ago?
We had to we had
Yeah.
to tell you to listen. You did not listen of your own volition. But please
That is true.
continue.
You forced me to.
I did. I tied you down and stuck headphones in your ears.
Put a knife to my throat.
I did. I
Sat me
did
down.
forcibly make him start listening. But anyways, caller, we appreciate you calling in. What are you here
What are you
for?
calling in for?
Yeah. So James, I was calling you about the new game from Software. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Could you possibly be talking about Sekiro Shadows Die Twice?
Is he talking
That's
about
what I
Sekiro
just
Shadows
said.
Die Twice?
I think he's talking
Shakira dies twice.
about Shakira Dies Twice. Yes, the new game from Software.
This is not
play it.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh my
That's
God.
a different thing.
Okay.
That's different. Okay.
We
Okay.
got it. We got it.
It's
I
different,
know
it's
there's a lot
different.
of people out there. I know some of you are comboners. I know there's a lot of people out there saying that they're the same game, but they're not.
You sound really passionate about this, Matt Bo.
I'm upset. I'm angry. This makes me so mad. I don't know how many times today I've explained this to people.
Just today.
Twice.
Tw-
Maybe twice.
That's how many times the shadows die.
Shakira.
That's right, and that's a different game than Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, so now
yes.
that that's cleared up,
Okay.
I wanted to officially, on air, apologize for reaming your collective buttholes during my previous appearance. And casting aspersions onto your podcasting etiquette.
Well, caller Matt Bo, we appreciate the apology. We've been pretty beat up about it for the last 2 weeks.
You guys have been waiting for it, and I know the fans have been waiting for it. You know, I know they've been going like, what is going on? Is there beef? Is there beef here with Matt Bo?
Holy shit! Who is Matt Bo? What is he doing? Why is he saying such cruel
I'm
things?
officially washing the beef. Consider
You're washing the
washed.
beef.
You washed
The
the
beef
beef.
has been washed.
That's some clean beef, dog.
All right. Well, thank you, Matt Bo. We're gonna hang up on you. I'll give you a call back about this Shakira Dies Twice album.
Great. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling in, buddy. We'll talk to you
Thank
later.
you.
Love you.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Shakira.
Shakira dies twice.
Shakira dies twice.
Pick up
It's,
a new game from Software. Shakira Dies Twice.
You know what? You know, like
Available now.
it's like a quiet place when actors just want to direct their own movies.
Yeah, that's right.
Shakira just wanted to make a horror film where she
Yeah.
dies twice.
Okay, so we're actually almost out of time.
Jesus.
So we can either lightning round the rest of my fuck, kill, marry, or if Ian has anything to say,
Do you
he
have a
can say
question
it.
that you'd like to lay on us, Ian?
Oh man. Okay, I guess I will. What for both of you? What is an ideal mechanic in a game? Like, what is your favorite kind of game mechanic in your favorite kind of games? Like, what's a good example?
I've got one right off the top of my
Please.
head. Jumping.
That is a good mechanic.
I like
It's
jumping.
jumping is interesting because if jumping is not good or doesn't feel good in a game, you can definitely go, "Oh God, this is not good."
You can.
Or if there's not jumping at all.
Yeah.
I always feel like there's like a strange disconnect in why the developers decided there was just not going to be jumping.
Exactly.
I can understand, I suppose, that you like, you know, obviously depending on the game development and the roadmap, it's like, well, we're not going to need any jumping in this game.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just one of those things you do as a gamer. You just jump.
You just
right?
you jump.
You
dude.
just like you're running, you're jumping everywhere.
yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm just jumping.
You guys do the thing too where if you see like a long flight of stairs in a video game, you just go,
Oh,
you just
definitely.
jump all the way
absolutely.
off it. That's what I
Absolutely.
do every time.
One of my favorite things to do that involves jumping is trying to climb up the side of a mountain instead of going the correct way.
Right.
Absolutely. I
Like
do
in
that in Skyrim all the time.
Like in Oblivion, where it was just all messed up, where you could go straight until you couldn't, and then you just
And
like
then you
pivot
move-
right
yeah,
or
you move
left until you
Kind
can
of jump,
climb the
jump,
beginning.
jump to the left and right until you find the new.
Your like acrobatic skill goes up to 75 because you want to climb the mountain in the south of the map. Yeah.
Super good. It's gonna sound kind of old hat, but like Mega Man does jumping really good. It's
Yeah,
really easy
yeah.
to control. And then as far as games that don't do jumping, like all of the early 3D Legend of Zeldas, it's gonna sound like, oh, here's my hot take that isn't really a hot take anymore. I don't really like Ocarina of the Time, and one of the reasons that I don't really think about not liking it for is you can't jump. You can't jump in that bitch. There's auto jump when you go over ledges.
Yep.
There's mod garbage. Let me
Let me control the jump.
let me jump like a stupid amount to move. That's what I really like. When I'm in Skyrim, I barely ever run anymore. I'm just like,
yeah, bro. You do, I mean,
going.
really, it's just kind of like a little tick thing you do.
It's like a little speedrun strat.
It
that
feels
everyone
like
does that
it's
you
the same
don't really
thing.
acknowledge.
It's the same thing with sprinting in a video game, right?
Right.
If you just have a steady one speed move, you kind of get bored.
Yeah.
Going places, right? When even if the sprint is like not even that much faster,
Yeah.
like it's like 0.1 faster, it feels like you're doing something.
It feels like something.
Yeah,
It's like
you feel like you're doing
the first Mass Effect when you do like the sprint button, the camera just goes in closer and the frame rate just kind of changes, but you actually are just going the same speed.
But yeah,
But still,
it makes
something's
you,
happening.
Yeah, but it makes you feel like you're moving faster, which I think in our brains makes us think
Right.
we are progressing and we are having fun, right? In games where you don't have a sprint, you don't have a jump button. What is this? Tetris?
What is this? Some kind of fucking puzzle game?
What am I playing fucking Pong here?
What is this museum piece? No jump, no pump.
No jump, no pump.
No jump. No.
Get the
You ain't
pump.
got no jump.
Get the fucking pump.
You don't get no pump.
All right,
Ain't
James.
got no pump.
What is one of your favorite kind of game mechanics that really makes or breaks a game?
So for mechanics, I mean, so I play a lot of single player games. I'm not big in playing multiplayer, not necessarily because I dislike multiplayer. I do like multiplayer. It's just I feel more fulfilled when I'm immersed in a story, I suppose.
Sure.
So, and that typically means, RPGs. So, gosh, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, mechanics that, now I'm trying to think of mechanics that I like.
Well, I guess like things that the whole game kind of like focuses into, or the game couldn't be without this. Like
Without this one thing.
with Metal Gear, it's like stealth, or like Mega Man, it's like jumping.
Yeah.
Like Dark Souls,
Shoot, man.
like the Dark Souls games, they do jumping very horribly, and when they have the platforming parts, you're like, oh god, this is so bad.
It was already so hard to begin with. Yeah, so I've actually been playing the Dark Souls games.
Okay.
Me and our caller Matt Bowe have been playing Dark Souls 2, and yeah, a couple of things they do in that I really like would be like they sped it up a little bit from the first one. It's not as slow as the first one, which I actually do prefer the slower because I think Bloodborne is a lot faster paced, and I prefer the kind of slow pace. But they do speed it up in Dark Souls 2, and that feels better. And I think they even speed it up a little bit more in Dark Souls 3 as well.
I like in Dark Souls 2 where like your health gradually grinds down.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good thing, and you can get a ring to like slow that down rather than just like, oh, there goes half your health, like in Demon Souls or whatever.
Yeah, it's just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it kind of moves. But that's the same thing with the Estus, the healing.
Right.
Is it takes time to get back up.
Gradual healing. What an interesting thing. I think Skyrim doesn't do that.
It does if you like do potions.
Sure.
I
Okay.
think, right? Yeah. It gradually goes up.
Fallout 4 does that, I think, doesn't it? That's like the best
think
example
so.
of the Bethesda games where it just does gradual healing.
Yeah, I think with the stim pack, it just goes back up.
Yeah. That's the one.
Ooh, dialogue. That is another thing. In like RPG games, that's something that like
Yeah, that's a really tricky thing to handle.
you can have like Mass
people,
Effect
yeah.
or Horizon Zero Dawn where they have like the procedural things where they're just standing in one spot and they're just like, what can you tell me about the ridge? What can you tell me about Mr. Smith's house? What can you tell me about stealing? Like,
The Witcher 3 does a really interesting thing with their procedural, because most of it is all procedural.
okay.
Dialogue, where they have them like move around,
Right.
and like, but and they feel more alive, but
Right.
but apparently that was all procedural, which I didn't
Yeah,
know,
they
which is crazy.
don't they? Because I mean, I guess procedural is not a good word for it, but they have like the animations that they do, and they just recycle them, but it's different dialogue. Like Oblivion's like that, where they're just standing, and then you zoom into their crackhead eyes, and they're just like, "What can you tell me about the Imperial City?
Stop!
Have you heard
You
rumors?
violated the law.
Tell me about rumors.
Have you heard any good rumors lately?
Dish me the dirt."
Give me the.
There's also
good.
RPG dialogue where you can have a ton of different options, or where you just have your little wheel.
God, the dialogue wheels. You can either be like Fallout 4 is like sarcastic dad, asshole dad, good dad, or just I'm gonna crack a joke at an inappropriate time, dad.
Yeah. Yep. That doesn't really lend itself to RPGs. It's not really RPG.
Yeah.
I like the quirky. I like the quirky chatter. It's fun.
Yeah.
Quirky chatter.
Quirky chatter.
Well, gentlemen,
Yes.
I think our time's up.
Our time is up.
Let's clean this up.
Let's clean this bitch up. Ooh, I'm sorry.
No, please.
Ian, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much,
You can
man.
catch Ian on his YouTube channel, Average Pal Time. He plays video games, and it's a really nice time. You can follow James and I on Twitter at James5, at Nick Leonard with no A in Leonard. And you can follow Ian on his Instagram.
Do you have Twitter?
You
I don't have
yeah.
a Twitter. I'm an old man, but I do have Instagram. I think you just look up my name and it's just there. I don't know.
Ian Nyquist on Instagram,
Yep.
and you'll see a picture of
Of his handsome face.
a mustard cat.
Yep.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for
cleaning this
watching.
bitch up
Big
with
thanks
us.
to Ian for coming in, and
I believe that Andy the Dragon is the one true God.
see you next time.
Love you.
Love you too.